Hello everyone! So I'm finally back to do an actual review. I haven't reviewed a book on this channel in a while, so I'm happy to be finally back in the groove of reading. So I'm going to talk about a book that I actually really liked. And that book, surprisingly, was Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead. Now, I bought this book, oh god, over a year ago at Walmart. I don't remember how long ago it was, maybe a couple years ago. I've had this on my shelf forever, and I've been putting off reading it because I feel like vampires are, like, overused in fiction, and I don't want to read about them, especially, and I thought this was going to be, you know, cliche, and I didn't think I was going to like it. But I really enjoyed it. I was so pleasantly surprised by this book. It's basically about a girl named Rose, and she is, I believe, 17 or 18, and she escapes from Vampire Academy, St. Vladimir's Academy, actually, technically, and she escapes with her best friend Lisa, or maybe it's Lisa, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry. Anyway, they escape from St. Vladimir's Academy, and the academy is for, like, vampires. There are 3 different types of vampires in this kind of world that Richelle Mead created. You have the Moroi, which are the living vampires that are, I guess you can say, technically good, and that's what Lisa is. Lisa is a Moroi vampire princess, and Rose is her guardian, and she is a Dhampir, which means that she's half vampire, half human, and she has the best qualities from both races. She doesn't have to drink blood, but she has superhuman, well, she doesn't have superhuman strength, I guess, but she has enhanced abilities, kind of, and heightened senses, and she's just have good qualities from both different species, I guess. Anyway, she's training to be Lisa's guardian to protect her from the Strigoi vampires, who are the last race of vampires that I'm going to talk about now. The Strigoi are technically undead vampires, or I guess technically dead vampires, I guess, or maybe they would be undead. I don't know. They're vampires that cannot go in the sunlight, because the Moroi vampires can, because they're living. But the Strigoi are dead, and they are evil, and they kill people to sustain life. The other vampires have feeders, so they do have to suck blood from humans, but they don't have to kill them. And the way that a Strigoi is created is by killing a human, and once a Moroi kills a human, they become a Strigoi, and that's sort of how the cycle goes, and they basically lose their sanity, and it's really cool. I love that concept. It's unique, but also it keeps some of the mythological themes intact, which I like. I'm glad that she didn't change a lot, so I like that. But I think the reason I love this book so much is actually because she has so many dark themes that are in this story. I did not expect some of the events to take place, and some of the pasts for the main characters were just so devastating, and I love them from the get-go pretty much, because you learn about what went on in their past, and you feel so much sympathy, and you just want to read more about them, and they're just so well developed. I love these characters. In fact, the very first chapter, I believe, we get to see Rose actually fight someone. So she is not a pushover. She's not damsel in distress by any means. She actually hates that word, by the way. She hates damsel. And she likes taking care of herself, and she fights, and she's awesome. I love Rose. She's amazing. She is a bitch, I will give her that, so she has flaws, but she was really good otherwise. I really liked her. Lisa was good. I think she has a lot of development, a lot more development than Rose had. In the beginning, she kind of started off as this kind of timid, shy person that just followed Rose, basically, and then she kind of got a backbone later on, and you learn about some of her troubles, which I really liked, and I felt so much sympathy for her, so it's understandable why she was so timid and shy, but I feel like she grew as a character throughout the book, and I really liked that. Now let's talk about the boys. Oh my god, the boys. So there's Dimitri, who is the guardian that Rose has to train with to become a guardian, because she's not technically a guardian yet. She's training for one, to be one. And Dimitri is her trainer. and he is absolutely amazing. I loved him so much. Because not only was he hot, okay, he was also just so compassionate, and he really, really cared for Rose, and he has so much self-restraint, and he's just amazing. I love him. However, he is, I believe, 26, so he's 7 years older than Rose. He's 24, I think, and that's kind of where the line crossed. I don't know how to describe it. It's what pulls their relationship apart. And about the relationship that I really like, it doesn't really, it's not insta-love at all. It is so more than that. It's so much more. There's conversations that they have with each other, and Dimitri does some really sweet, sweet things. Oh my god, I love Dimitri. And then you have Christian, who's kind of he's a very mysterious and aloof, loner, basically. He's a loner at school, and he kind of makes this bond with Lisa, and it's really, really nice. I really liked him. Everyone in school basically is ignores him, and I think that's really compassion. I feel so much compassion for him and sympathy, and I really, really liked him as well. I really can't wait to read the sequel. This was a really, really good book. My only real complaint, honestly, was there was some slut shaming in this book, and it was like a subplot kind of that lasted a little bit towards the end of the book, but not the complete end, but halfway to here or something. Anyway, I didn't really care about that part. It wasn't really slut shaming at all. Well, it was, but it was gossip and trying to make your status higher than other people's status, and I was just I don't care. I mean, I want you to be happy, but I don't care. I want to read about Dimitri, please. Can I just read more about Dimitri, please? Oh, another thing about Dimitri, which is amazing, is that he's Russian, so he has a really sexy accent, and I like that. But yes, this was so pleasantly surprising. I love this book. It was so good. I cannot wait to read Frostbite. I already own the entire series right now, so you can tell how much I love this book. I definitely recommend it. It's so much better than I thought it was going to be. There's so many dark themes in this book, and it's very different and very unique in some ways, but also traditional vampire lore is in here as well, so I like that. I like the mix between the vampire lore and the unique twist that Richelle puts on the lore, and I really, really like this book, and it's so good. And if you didn't know, I'm a very emotional person, and I teared up 3 times in this book, which was very unexpected, because I didn't think I would cry in a vampire novel ever, except about Lestat, because Lestat is just... oh, Lestat. But that's a little tangent. Anyway, I'm just going to move on. This was an amazing book. Highly recommend this series. Definitely give it a shot. It's not for everyone, but I think if you gave it more of a chance, you will enjoy it. I was really pleasantly surprised. So that's Vampire Academy, and now we're straying away from the fantasy and paranormal, and I'm going to be reading Shadows on the Moon by Zoe Marriott, or Mario. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. I am sorry. But Melissa is reading this book now, and she kind of convinced me to get it at the library because it was there, and I was so excited because I can't find this book in stores for some reason, even though it came out in April. So I don't know what's up with that. But this is really, really good. It's a Cinderella retelling, and I'm going to talk about it more in a review, but I'm really liking this so far. It's really good. So, anyhoozles, that was my review on Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you pick up this book, because it is really good. It was really surprising. So, that's it for me this time. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time, hopefully with, a tag that I've been putting off editing for the past, 3 weeks. So, I'm gonna do that. And, yeah, have a great week. I love you guys. Bye-bye.